Morning, guys. January 25th, 2025. Just running down some quick headlines, going over things. Hope your day's going well. Top of the line here, we get Trump puts wind farms on pause, wants oil and gas drilling off of New Jersey instead, and he wants to dismantle the Biden offshore of drilling ban with a simple swipe of his pen. He wants drill, baby, drill. He wants to open up energy source, help lower costs of everything, and eliminate red tape. What do we have? South Carolina. Joe Biden conferred membership of the Freemasons in South Carolina. Next item: how key Republican senators are responding to Trump allies' primary threats. So people stepping into the Republican arena have to make sure they align with Trump. We got Kraft Heinz deeply disappointed with Trudeau's comment about its Canadian-made ketchup, and see what we have there. I know apparently the ketchup is actually healthier. Somebody had mentioned. Whether or not, you leave your comments below. Heinz calling out Prime Minister Justin Trudeau after he claimed the company didn't use Canadian tomatoes in their ketchup while discussing retaliatory measures in response to looming 25% trade tariffs. Following a meeting with premiers earlier this week, Trudeau's suggested Canadians buy alternatives to Heinz ketchup to avoid paying tariffs that may potentially be applied to the product. That's why we look as what does it say? That's why we will look as we have in the past. So Trudeau is blaming Heinz ketchup for not using Canadian tomatoes. Um, but that's that stupid. And what else we have going on here? Meta suspended abortion pill providers' accounts, removed posts. Well, that's big, huh? Meta suspended abortion pill providers' accounts and removed their posts. Several accounts were suspended on Instagram. Posts were removed on Instagram and Facebook. Parent company Meta says the issue involves its policies on drug providing content. Hmm. Trump, let's see. Crypto executives worry Trump's meme coin undercut the industry's credibility at the very moment crypto is seeking a prominent place in the mainstream. Apparently, there were several Trump meme coins which went up like crazy and down like crazy. I don't know if you guys heard that Trump meme coin and the Melanie meme coin, and they all skyrocketed, and then they all went in half. But my thought is it's all craziness. Um, I'm just trying to see if there are any particulars. Credibility. Okay, his venture, they said, created a brief and highly publicized bubble that partly deflated within a few days, even as Mr. Trump's family and its business partners collected millions. No, Trump's crypto venture divides the industry. There was also some fake coins out there for his daughter. If you guys have heard of that, I don't have the headline on that, but there were some. Alana Trump had put a warning out that there were some coins out with her name on it that were fake. So, um, Trump's foreign business partners tout his presidency while promoting projects. That's politics, folks, right? January 6th prosecutor, rioters freed by Trump have never been more dangerous. Former federal prosecutor Brandon Value says those pardoned by President Trump for their role in this January 6th Capitol attack have never been more dangerous. In an essay published Friday by the New York Times, Value urged local officials to protect immigrants. All right, next bit here. Senate confirms Kristi Noem to lead Department of Homeland Security. That's good. She seems to be, in aligned with everything. The brutalist sparks backlash. No, I don't understand that story. Half of millennials depend on tax refunds to make ends meet, survey states. Half of millennials in the United States depend on tax refunds to make ends meet. It's pretty big, pretty big. To go into that a little bit, tax refunds become financial lifeline for many Americans. And according to a new report, half of millennials depend on their refunds to make ends meet. A recent Credit Karma survey found that 37% of taxpayers rely on their refunds to get by, rising to 50% among millennials. Nearly half of those respondents who count on their refunds said it's because of the rising cost of living and necessities. Well, let's hope that we get that down, guys, right? And next we got Trump Newsom enjoy friendly greeting. Suggests that they can work together. President Trump greeted California Governor Gavin Newsom with a very friendly exchange, and they landed in the Las Vegas area to survey the wildfire damage. I did watch the Los Angeles meeting that they had with the city councilors and all, what have you. And I don't know, I mean, common sense seems to have left a lot of those city folk there that are running the show in Los Angeles. Um, I don't know if anybody there watched it yesterday, but um, it all does come down to common sense. Make people wait 8 months to clean up their property for what? Okay. Trump was saying 24 hours. Skip all the permits. Let them rebuild their setup. You know, and get the insurance companies back online. Give them the water so they're not afraid to insure. You know, when you don't have water and you're in a fire hazard, who's going to sell you fire insurance? Let me see. In a Republic Day 2025 speech, no, India's a little offset here. Another January 6th writer rejects Trump's pardon. So you can imagine being thrown in jail. Probably end up liking jail because it's a lot easier getting you 3 squares a day. I don't know. A New Hampshire man, Jason Riddle, rejects a pardon for his crimes related to January 6th Capitol assault. As he stated in an interview with New Hampshire Public Radio, Riddle served 90 days in jail for stealing a bottle of wine during the attack and was ordered to pay restitution and complete community services. Since entering recovery from alcoholism, Riddle no longer supports President Trump and expressed concerns about the impact of accepting a pardon on his future job prospects. Riddle voiced empathy for the Capitol police officers affected by the attack, particularly those who died by suicide, highlighting the serious consequences of that riot. Okay. All right. Confirms no. We already got that. Let's move on here. A lot of things going on. We're gonna update this. Rough trade to open new store. Rough trade to open new store in Rockefeller Center in New York. Announced that Rough Trade, I guess that's a store of some sort, announced that they're opening up a new branch in New York City's Rockefeller Center named Rough Trade. Interesting. I don't know how that becomes news. That's under music, by the way. So it must be a music trading something or other. Um, Trump clashes with Los Angeles mayor over wildfire recovery. You know, there's just something about her. U.S. President Donald Trump clashes with Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass during a fire emergency briefing in the Pacific Palisades, California. Residents expressed their frustration, and I understood. They have to wait for all sorts of permits, everything. With everything they have going on, it could take them years and years before they can even rebuild with all the permitting and everything and red tape and bureaucracy. Trump said 24 hours. Let the people do it. She kept saying, oh, they're going to hurt themselves. The people want to go in and take care of business. He said he was there watching all these people not being able to enter their property because they were told they couldn't. They can't enter their own property that they pay taxes on because the city's telling them it's too dangerous. That should be for them to decide. As Trump said, they're in more danger not having a house. Makes sense. So there's a story about that. Um, Loyalty test, MAGA checks inside Trump White House, intense screening of job seekers. Um, Hegseth outlines priorities after being sworn in to lead Pentagon. So we know that he's now leading the Pentagon. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, who was sworn in on Saturday, issued a statement outlining his top priorities for the Pentagon under Donald Trump. It is the privilege of a lifetime to lead the warriors of this Department of Defense under the leadership of our Commander in Chief. Boy, he really sounds like he wants to take the bull by the horns and make things happen. You know, they want to take the all the baloney out of the military. Military is there for people to defend the country. You know, not to look at each other's color of their hair or skin or anything. You know, you have to be a warrior to be in the military. What is all this other stuff having to do with being in the military? Doesn't matter. If you're able to hold a person over your arm and save their life, you're in. Just like a firefighter. If you can't if you can't save somebody's life as applying for a firefighter, you have to do something else. You know, in the office or what have you, but you're not a firefighter if you can't carry somebody out the window. Sorry. Yet there were a million people who were available to fight fires. I never saw one woman fighting a fire on any of the TV show that I saw. Not one female with the hose, the rake, you know, anything firefighting, with an axe going through the doors and all that. I didn't see any of that. Yet they said they had to include, and they couldn't hire men because they needed more women. That's all I saw were men fighting the fire. Did anybody else see women fighting the fire? Yeah. Okay, so um, Trump signs actions curtailing federal funding for abortion. Our population is in decline, and for a lot of reasons. Supposedly, it costs 200,000 to have a child. You know, we don't need that. Back in the 50s and the 40s and the 50s, houses were built with 5 bedrooms for a reason. Because raising children was simple and less red tape and less costly. You could have a family of 5 back in the good old days. You know, fire-ravaged Los Angeles braces for toxic rain runoff. Why did it happen in the first place? Damaged or destroyed nearly 16,000 structures were damaged. Rain will bring cleaner air. They need rain. The whole place is dry as could be. Let's see here. North Carolina Republicans propose renaming Dulles Airport after Trump after he visited North Carolina. NASA's Punch mission set to unlock the sun's hidden secrets. Wonder what those are. 4 compact satellites of NASA's Punch mission are prepping for a shared launch with the Sphere X space telescope, SpaceX Falcon X rocket. Their goal is to study the sun's outer atmosphere and the evolution into solar wind, promising to expand our knowledge of space. You know, there was a story out there about the Tesla car being identified as an asteroid by accident by astronomers. And I'm thinking to myself, how can astronomers looking through a giant telescope not see that it's a Tesla car going around our atmosphere? And they think it's a meteorite and they get all nervous. But what else do we have going on, guys? Eric Adams moves closer towards Trump, alarming Democrats. So Eric Adams is a Dem. Let me see. New York Mayor Eric Adams is moving closer to Donald Trump, attending Trump's inauguration and having lunch with Trump at International Golf Club in Florida. Adams faces a federal trial in April on corruption charges and has seen a decline in his campaign funds and support. Adams stated he is acting in the spirit of Dr. King, focusing on working with Trump for the city's interest, Adams claimed. Okay, and that's a good clip for you guys. Okay, and thank you for coming. I'm gonna wait for a new flush of new stuff coming in, and hopefully some more good news on its way. And thumbs up, I appreciate it. And hit that bell if you need to be alerted that there's new content for you to watch. And I thank you very much. And have a good day out there. Thank you.